The sun was still yawning when Michael stepped out of his one-room apartment in Mushin, clutching his faded backpack like it contained his future. In a way it did. Inside was his CV, 10 copies neatly printed, though he'd already lost count of how many times he'd been told, "We'll get back to you." He boarded at the Danfo, heading to Victoria Island, squeezed between a woman selling puff-puff and a man arguing with the conductor over 50 naira change. The smell of sweat and hope filled the bus. Everyone was chasing something, money, peace, or just the next meal. Michael had graduated 2 years ago with a second-class upper in economics. His mother, a petty trader in Oshodi Market, had sold wrappers to pay his final year fees. He had promised her that one day she'd rest. But Lagos wasn't a city that handed out dreams. You had to wrestle yours from its jaws. At noon, after yet another fruitless interview, he found himself standing under the Ikwe Bridge, staring at the water below. His phone buzzed a text from his mother. "My son, remember, no condition is permanent." He smiled faintly. The words felt heavier now. That evening, instead of heading home, he walked into a cafe on a Joe's Adioban Street. A group of young people were talking loudly about tech, startups, and funding rounds. Michael listened, curious. When one of them mentioned they needed someone who understood numbers, he jumped in, bold, desperate, uninvited. They laughed at first, then one of them said, "Oya, prove yourself." Michael grabbed a pen, solved their problem in minutes, and explained it with such clarity that the cafe went silent. 2 weeks later, they called him back. He wasn't just part of their team. He was now the numbers guy in a small startup that would soon land its first client. One night, standing on the third mainland bridge, watching Lagos lights glitter like fallen stars on the lagoon, Michael whispered to himself, "Maybe this city doesn't hate dreamers. It just tests how badly they want it." And with that, he smiled, not because he had made it, but because he was finally on his way.